Well, welcome to our call tonight, you guys. This is Brad Sarver coming to you live from Scottsdale, Arizona on a Thursday night. Very excited because I tell you what, we are going to share some really exciting information with you, some really relevant information with you tonight that I think is going to resonate with you in several different ways. So really quickly, wanted to kind of give you a background on my story a little bit and then get into what Vemma is all about and really why it could potentially be a good fit for you. I'm here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where I've lived the last about 3.5 years. And I actually became aware of Vemma for the first time almost 10 years ago. I was turned on to the products initially by my parents. My mom was an expert or my mom was a nurse, rather. My dad was an expert in sports nutrition, wellness, healthcare, alternative medicine, that type of thing. And so they shared the products with me almost 10 years ago. And at the time, I won't disclose my age, but I'll tell you that I was definitely concerned about energy, about health, wellness, all of those types of things. And at the time, I was working full-time as a real estate agent in the Kansas City area. I had gotten out of community college, and I had went ahead and got into the real estate industry at a young age. And so when I first heard about Vemma, I was initially attracted only to the product. And so right away, I got on board as a product user. So why the products? I want to briefly kind of talk about that. I know we have a few people watching this that are really investigating this maybe for the first time, and I know many of you guys have been a part of Vemma for a long time, and so some of you may know the products. For me, it was all about health and wellness. So what does Vemma stand for? It's an acronym: vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. What does that really mean? I mean, to me, it's just a comprehensive liquid nutrition product. As I said, I've been drinking it now nearly a decade. I feel great. I enjoy an overall feeling of health that I think a lot of people don't get. Really, if you're one of the types of people out there that cares about their health, you're already spending money on products that are going to help your health, then I think the Vemma product line is really going to make sense to you. It's going to be a good fit for you. So I've been drinking those products for a long time, got excited about the energy drink when that came out around 2007 called Verve, just a really healthy, organic, all natural energy drink. Been drinking that a long time. But what happened for me is that somewhere along the line, around about 2012, I realized that the job market, the industry out there, the economy out there really was starting to become rather difficult. Even in the real estate industry, for me, I realized that there may not be a lot of sustainability there when it comes to long-term residual income. And so I started becoming more and more intrigued by what Vemma had to offer, mainly because I had seen my parents go from zero, starting their network marketing business, from scratch, moving into a six-figure income over the course of 7 or 8 years. They were at a pretty high six-figure income. Now, results aren't typical, and that did take about 6 to 7 years for them to create, but I was very intrigued by that. I had seen my parents, who don't have a lot of technological expertise necessarily. They're not social media gurus. They didn't have Facebook, but they were still able to create a multi-million-dollar income with this company, with Vemma. And so, of course, I was intrigued by that. The opportunity to create a lifestyle that my parents had was very intriguing. And so I got started in January of 2012. I was already a loyal product user of Vemma, and all I did was something that came very naturally to me already. And that was I began to share the products with other people in my circle of influence. And what I found is that many, many people were looking for the same things that I were. They were looking for health. They were looking for longevity. They were looking for an overall better feeling of energy. They were looking for an edge, a competitive edge when it comes to athletics, sports performance. And so ultimately I found several dozen people now over the last few years that were really open and excited about the product. That's great. We are first and foremost here at Vemma, we're about the product. BK Barreco, the CEO and founder of this company, a great friend of mine, started this company with a purpose to help people with their health and fitness, to help people with their wellness, and that is really our number one value. That's what we're really all about. Now, what does that mean for you? And maybe by the end of this call, you're going to hear from a few other people that have some incredible stories about what they've been able to do. And these are average guys with above average dreams and mindsets. And I tell you what, when you hear their stories, I know there's going to be something that's going to resonate within you. That's going to tell you, number one, whether Vemma is going to be a good fit for you. And number two, it's going to tell you that if we can do it, you can do it. So I'll kind of end my part by saying this, you guys. Vemma's been around now almost 10 years. It's a completely debt-free, privately owned company. And that really gives me peace of mind because I want to be here for the long term. I want to be here for years to come. And I believe that Vemma is the best balanced opportunity within the network marketing industry today. I believe it's as strong. It's better, a better opportunity today than it was 2 days ago. It's a better opportunity today than it was several years ago. Why? Because we have an incredible, wide open market to talk to people about these products. More and more people are concerned with their health. And I tell you what, more and more people are concerned about a lack of secondary income. More and more folks are waking up every day realizing that the job market just ain't what it used to be. And so more and more people, I think, every day are becoming more open to looking at what we have to offer. And I have never been more certain. If you're out there and you're in my organization, if you're in Vemma already, I'll tell you I've never been more certain about where we're going as a company. And I will never, ever leave this company, not for $1 million. So I am excited for you guys to hear from a couple of people that I've been working with over the last 3 years that have gotten to be incredibly close to me, and they have got some tremendous stories about what they've been able to accomplish. So I want to go to a young man out of Cleveland, Ohio really quickly who was a collegiate baseball player, definitely an entrepreneurial-minded young man, and he is just going full speed in this business. And so I want to introduce you guys to a gentleman named Shane Sullivan. He's reached the rank of star executive in this company, which by the numbers, you know, is approximately a $75,000 income at the highest level. So, you know, he was able to earn that level and reach that level at a young age. Definitely a lot of hard work, results not typical. But Shane Sullivan, I want to pass this thing over to you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, man. I appreciate that, Brad. I'm super excited to hop back on here and get back on the Hangouts and chat with everybody and share our stories. I mean, it never gets old. We've been doing this, what, like 3.5 years now, and it never gets old looking back and hearing the stories on what this company, what these products and this opportunity have done for people. So, you know, just I'll keep my part really quick. Quick look back at my story. I was 20 years old. I was a college athlete. Being a college athlete, I had one of the craziest schedules you'd ever find with class and workouts and playing and studies and all that stuff. And so I thought it'd be a good idea to throw a business on top of it because, you know, when if you're a college student out there now, I mean, you know how busy it is, you know how tough it is to find employment, find time to work on top of everything else you're doing. And, you know, up until that point, I had been somewhat of an internet entrepreneur already. I had a couple things online that, you know, a couple income streams, things that I did from my dorm room to make money. And, you know, first things first, I got introduced to the products from a friend who was also a college athlete. So, you know, being athletes and having these 5, 6 a.m. workouts all throughout the year, we're always looking for that boost. You know, we're looking for that product that can get us out of, you know, get us from going out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, ready to go by 6:30. You know, to get us across that after you have a long day and it's 5 p.m. and you got to head back to practice. And we're always looking for that supplement boost. And there's a lot of stuff out there that goes around college campuses that really probably isn't the best thing to be putting in our bodies. So, you know, when someone introduced me to a healthy alternative to a lot of the things that I was already taking, I was very open to that. Long story short, loved the product, met all NCAA regulations, and, you know, the business opportunity, I'm not going to lie, was very enticing as well. Because I had gotten a taste of what it was like to be able to make my own money, earn some income out of my dorm room, and that was very, very cool to me. So, you know, again, long story short, hopped on board. It wasn't long after that till I met guys like Greg, I met guys like John and like Brad. You know, we had a phenomenal time building this business. I learned so much from these guys who came before me, and like Brad said, I mean, it was a lot of study, a lot of hard work, and just working our face off over the course of almost 3 years now, I think it is, and it's proved to be um, very, very successful and very, very impactful on my life. Ever since I was finished up with school and finished up with baseball, I never really, you know, went the whole job route. I never really built myself a resume and started applying for jobs. I mean, I had the type of incomes through everything I was doing and through Vemma that really allowed me to do whatever the heck it was I wanted to. And just as of last summer, or this summer now, I was able to take an absolute dream job, dream opportunity to get back in the game of baseball, more so on the business side. And, so that's what I've been doing with my summer, 23 years old now, just, loving every day. And then a lot of it I'm able to do because of the hard work that we've put in and the income stream that we've been able to generate through an opportunity like Vema. So with these products, with this opportunity, with the time and the culture and the corporate structure that Vema has built, I've never been more excited to hop back in and go 100% full speed, lock arms with these guys, and hopefully help more people that were in my situation now get to where it is they want to be. The more people we can help improve their health, improve their nutrition, and their overall lifestyle through these products, the more people we can help earn an extra $500,000, $2,000 a month. It's going to benefit us all, and that's what we love to do, and that's why we've been here for going on 3.5 years, and we are as excited as we were day one. So that's a little bit about, a little bit about my story and why I'm excited. So with that, I'm gonna throw it back to Brad and tune into the rest of these guys' stories.
Hey Shane, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you jumping on there and sharing a little bit about your background, your expertise, and your experience as a young guy. And I think really just proof that a young person coming out of college can take something like this and make it work for them. And so I know we're excited about the future, about the guys and girls that you're attracting into your business. Definitely going to be growing this thing in the upper Midwest. So I'm excited to see what happens. Thanks for being on here. I want to pass this on to our next amazing speaker. This guy is, man, just an absolute fireball. He has been really a catalyst for our business in the Midwest and elsewhere. Been working with him, but he originally found out about this business by just a crazy occurrence that it's just a true example of the word of mouth and how things can get shared with other human beings in this day and age. But Greg Miller, absolute stud, has reached the level of star executive in this company, as I mentioned, same as Shane. So he's really achieved a great level of success in the 3 years that he's been a part of this. I'm excited for you guys to hear from Greg. So Greg, I'm going to pass this thing over to you, my man.
Hey, well, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for having me. Well, I'm gonna try to keep it short, but I can't make any promises. I would tell you when I got a hold of this Vemma opportunity, I was not even looking for the opportunity. As Brad said, it was more of a word of mouth thing. When I first got introduced to it, the product was simply amazing. Just like the previous two guys mentioned, the product did something to me internally where I just felt like I had to share it with as many people as possible. I had to share it because there's no way that I came across something that made me feel this good and I could not share it. I went out sharing with everybody that I came across in the public, just letting them know my story, what the product did to me internally. I had no idea how to even operate this business. I knew nothing about affiliate marketing, nothing about network marketing. I was just going off pure excitement. That's pretty much what I was doing. So me falling in love with Vemma, it was the products did it to me. The products did it to me. One thing I wanted to touch on was this. People always ask me why Vemma. Well, I would simply tell you because it works. Vemma works. There's not another clinical nutrition formula you would be able to find on the market that people can say is linked to with helping people with over 200 conditions that we deal with medically. It helped me with 3 of those. So why Vemma is because it works. Okay, where do I see Vemma going? To the top. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Vemma is going to the absolute top. There's nothing stopping us. There's not another nutrition company out there that can even match what we're doing scientifically. Period. There's not another one out there. Many people may say, well, our product do this, our product do that, but they cannot match it apples to apple to what we're doing here with Vemma. So the product is standalone. So if you're looking to enhance your life, enhance your health, feel better about your day, lose weight, need that extra energy, need that pre-workout for the gym, something that's not going to swell up your heart, something that's not going to tear you down, something that's not going to give you a crash, you need to look no more because Vemma has all of that in one can. You don't need to take multiple things to become healthy. Everything that you can ever desire is in one simple can. I've been doing this for 3 years and I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot in the last 3 years. But the most impressive that I've seen is the growth of this company. It is phenomenal. You know, and as the company grows, the people in this company grows. You know, over the last 3 years, I can tell you I've grown so much as an individual. And that means more to me than any amount of money that you can pay me. We're changing lives. We're helping people get that financial freedom. We're helping people get that time freedom. We're teaching people how to develop new skills. And we're teaching people how to grow mentally, how to mature more as, of a professional. Those things mean a lot to me. You know, so where do I see myself going with this business? Very far, because my work is not done. There's a whole lot of work that we need to do. There's many more lives that we need to change. There's many more professionals that we need to grow. There's many more leaders that we need to continue to develop. And that is an opportunity that has been presented to me to do for people like you. Star Executive, I tell people all the time, you can have it, because my vision surpassed that a long time ago. A long time ago. You know, presidential, my vision surpassed that a long time ago. You know, my vision has been expanded to where I see many other presidential, that's riding along with me. I'm not gonna say underneath me, because on this playing field, we all side by side. There's no such thing as who's up under who. Who cares? Just because you signed up under somebody does not mean a thing. In this battle, we're shoulder by shoulder. We're side by side. We're marching for one common goal, to change as many lives as we possibly can. So if you're looking at this as an opportunity for the first time, or if you've been doing this for 2 years, 3 years, or whatever, I will honestly tell you, stay committed to the commitment. Write it down, do some hashtags on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Stay committed to the commitment, and you can get anything that you want out of this opportunity, whether it's money, whether you want to get in better shape, whether you want to help other people reach a certain financial figure. Stay committed to the commitment, and failure is not an option. That's all I got. Holla at your boy.
Awesome, man. Hey, thank you so much for sharing that. Always bringing wisdom, always bringing a lot of great, insight into what we're doing and network marketing in general, and specifically what we're doing at Vemma and why it makes sense to be a part of Vemma. So, man, I think if you're watching this, a couple points that we all really want to get across is, number one, why we're a part of Vemma. Why us? We're normal people, normal, average, everyday people. If you guys are watching this and you know any of us, you would know that we're normal people, but we're a part of this industry and we're a part of this company for a specific reason. And number two, why we think Vemma is a better opportunity today than it's ever been. And so I know John Clifford is going to answer those questions and probably share some more insight even beyond that. But John Clifford he's from Cleveland, Ohio, absolute stud, spent a lot of time in the fitness industry, personal training, and just a wealth of knowledge. He's been able to build this business internationally very successfully over the last few years. Almost all from the room where he's sitting right now. He's been able to build a business part-time over the internet, using apps like this and Uvu and Skype, and he has had some incredible success. He's an executive leader in this company, and I know he has some incredible things to share. So, John, I'm going to pass this thing over to you, and I'm going to let you close this thing out, John, when you're done. So we appreciate
Okay, fantastic, man.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Appreciate the intro, and Greg, Shane, Brad, as always, I appreciate your wisdom. Why Vemma is a better opportunity today than it's ever been. Was on a call, privileged to listen to Luke Hessler throw down last night, and one of the things that he said is since he started, there's been 13 new products that have come out over these last few years. A few of those, Verve Bold, brand new health product of the year at the American Business Awards. Body Burn, Vemma's #2 selling supplement. Body Build, the biggest product launch in company history. Everything that this company is doing, it just seems to continue to get better and better and better and better. It seems like the customers come out more satisfied every time around. BK continues to improve everything that he's doing with this company. There's more clinical studies. There are more professionally made videos. There's a more clear path on what we need to do as a brand new affiliate to see success in this business. There's more incentives. There's more ways to get paid. Vemma has improved drastically since the the last 2.5 years that I've got involved, and it continues to evolve on a regular basis. I know BK is focused on releasing Body Build Mojo coming up here shortly, and I had the privilege to taste that at convention. And Body Build, the vanilla flavor, is our third biggest selling supplement, and I think this Mojo flavor is even better than the vanilla. So everything is continuing to improve, whether that be the product line, whether that be the science behind the product line, whether that be how we get paid. It just continues to improve. But why I continue to stay with Vemma, no matter what, through thick and thin, through the ups and the downs, there's a million reasons. And two of the simplest are, one, my background. As Brad said, I was a personal trainer, used to work for Carnival Cruise Lines, give seminars on health and wellness and coaching people how to go from point A to point B with their goals. I dove into this product line. I was the one that heard healthy energy drink and immediately just red flags went up. I had to dissect the science of this before I would put my stamp of approval on it. My background is probably the main reason why I do Vemma. I'm blown away by the products. I've watched my mom, her cholesterol improve. I've watched her back pain and foot pain dramatically subside due to the inflammation benefits of Vemma. I watched her lose about 15 pounds. I watched my dad lose over 40 pounds. I've seen testimonials that have just kind of had me at a loss for words right in front of my own eyes. That's one of the main components of why I build Vemma. The other main component is something that Brad touched on: long-term residual income. There's quite a few different ways to build a residual income in today's day and age, but you really want a long-term residual income. And when you look at this industry, this $170 billion industry of network marketing, there's actually only a handful of companies that have stood the test of time. You look at companies like Mary Kay. They've been here since 1963. They've been around 52 years. Amway, they've been around since 1959, 56 years. And unbelievably, I don't even know how this is possible, but Avon, 1886. Avon was created in 1886, 129 years. When you look at Vemma, it is positioned for the long term. You look at a company, as Brad said, privately owned, debt-free. We have our own manufacturing facility. You put all of these components together, and you have a company that is just positioned to stay in business for a very, 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 very long time. And that's what helps me sleep at night. That's what gives me that peace of mind. The understanding that I can build an empire with this company, and I won't have to get a phone call one day hearing that our company went bankrupt, that our company was bought out, that, hey, we got to get rid of this entire product line because of problems X, Y, and Z. I know where this company is headed, and I have all the confidence in the world, and I have all the confidence that in year 2020, in year 2030, and year 2040, we're still going to be building Vemma, and more importantly, all the work that I do leading up until that point, I'm still going to be able to collect that paycheck. Whenever that time comes, when I become old and brittle and can't seem to get around like I used to, I'll still be in a position where I'm collecting a paycheck from Vemma. So you put those two together, and that has a huge deal of why I stay with Vemma, why I'll always be loyal to Vemma, and why I'm never going anywhere. But as Brad said, results aren't typical, but we aren't typical. We're the dreamers. We're the ones that have the early mornings and the late nights. We're the ones that want to rewrite our own history. So if you're willing to put in the time, the effort, it's all possible. As Greg mentioned, whatever you want out of this opportunity, whatever you want out of this company, whether it be health, whether it be wealth, it's all in your lap for the taking. So there's no shortcuts to success. You got to take the stairs, but we're here to walk with you. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We look forward to working with you very closely over these next few years, few decades.